Reality Bites, proudly sponsored by S. Clift Foods.
Welcome to Reality Bites. We're here in Whitby at the Scarborough at Harbour. We've got two students for the Northern semi-final. We've got Nathan from East Riding College and we've got Sarah from Scarborough TEC. Over the course of our heats, each student has been competing against another student from the same college. Now in the semi-finals, it's time to step up and pit the college against a college to see who represents their area in the final. This week sees East Riding College take on Scarborough TEC in our North Bank semi-final, with Grimsby Institute and Lincoln College fighting it out on the South Bank. Today's venue is the Star Inn at the Harbour in Whitby, Andrew Pern's new restaurant from his hometown. Here's a little bit more information on the new venue.
The Star Inn at the Harbour is open in June last year, mid-June. 15th of June more precisely. Location-wise, it was always Andrew's wish to actually try and open something around his hometown. He has been brought up around Whitby and in Whitby childhood, so he's got memories and so on. Obviously, we are close to the North Sea. We are trying to use as much as we can ingredients from just around the corner, using local suppliers. Fishermen, people who catch lobster, langoustine and so on.
It's fantastic, you know. I mean, sometimes, you know, you'll turn up with like 75, you know, I don't know, baby dovers or something. You're like, well, where do these come from? Or lobsters or whatever, and they come straight off the boats. I mean, you can't get any fish in that, can you? Literally, you can see them pulling in at the harbour. Even, you know, 35 and 36, you're still learning all the time and getting into Andrew's way of thinking all the time. And obviously, his way of thinking works. He's very, you know, very good at what he does, and you're always learning, which is good. It's exciting, you know.
And this is a good place to be here, in my opinion, because this place is ready to actually take upon new flavours, new style of food, trying something new, really.
So today's dish is a warm sea trout, mousse with puree of Pickering watercress, mackerel and horseradish croquettes, and mustard cress. Here's how they do it in the restaurant. To decide which students got to go first in the kitchen here today, we tossed a coin, with Sarah winning the toss and deciding she will go first. While she gets on with her prep, here's a recap on how she won her place in the semi-final.
This competition means so much to me. I want to win it really badly.
So I'm going to give it my all. Otherwise I won't enter the competition. Dessert, I'm doing a chocolate orange panna cotta with creme chantilly and raspberry coulis.
But if this doesn't set, it is going everywhere. So the fish, what do we think? How the fish?
That doesn't look dry to me.
No, it's slightly overcooked.
It's far from inedible.
No.
And it looked great.
I've never done a competition or anything like that before, so I'm pretty nervous.
I'm
just sitting here smiling.
Have you not noticed everyone smile?
Into the middle.
Have you not noticed everybody smiled as soon as it's come down?
That's nice, yeah.
Fish is cooked better as well.
Yeah.
And more seasoned.
It's like a pork breakfast.
Yeah, that's one way by that. If you got that plate of food, you'd be happy to pay for it. Person going through to the semi-final is Sarah. Well done.
As in the heats, each competitor gets 1 hour in the kitchen to prepare everything, and then 1 hour of cooking time. Sarah's busy getting everything ready. So what is she preparing to accompany her restaurant dish today?
I'm doing like stewed rhubarb, poached rhubarb with a lemon posset and some like pistachio crumb around the top and some mint sugar. So it should go nice with the fish. I didn't really know what to do, to be honest. I'm better at like cakes and stuff like that, but we haven't got enough time to like bake something, so I struggled with what to do, but.
Okay, Sarah, prep all done?
Yep.
Ready to get you started?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah? Nervous?
Just a little bit.
A little bit.
Not too much.
Just main can't. Obviously, it's a complicated dish you've got today as well.
Yeah.
So a lot of components got to come together. So we're going to start your hour now then, okay?
Yep.
Good luck, chef.
With Sarah being in the kitchen first, Nathan is out in the restaurant waiting patiently for his turn.
This dish is more refined to the last round, so it's a lot more individual components to the dish. So it's getting each one ready and making sure it's all ready at the same time. So as soon as I get there, I'll look to get the mousse underway, just so then I can get it set, because it takes about an hour or so, give or take a few minutes, to get it all set and ready for. So it's imperative to really get it done early. I'm making a lemon tart, just an individual lemon tart. Because there's more components in the main course for this, is trying to get something done that I can get on the way, but I don't want to have too many components in both dishes that I'm going to struggle to get them both ready. I'm mega nervous. I'm a right bundle of nerves, I'm not going to lie. I don't know if it is the case, but I feel more nervous for this round than the last round. I think if it all goes right and how it should do, I'm confident I can get through. But like, I've never seen Sarah compete, and she's clearly a good chef because she's got through as well. So she might pull out something fantastic, and so I have to be my best to have a chance of getting through.
Having already seen both of these competitors in their previous heats, Blair Jacobs is back to help me judge their dishes today.
Okay, Blair, thank you for coming back to sunny Whitby again.
It is gorgeous. Whitby's such a beautiful place. Beautiful place, right beside the harbour here. It's a real bustling community, isn't it? It's lovely.
To be fair, I used to come here as a kid.
Yeah.
About 10.
Okay.
Maybe 30 years
So
ago.
a long time ago now.
Yeah,
a long time ago.
Yeah, I was always remember going off the jetty, getting the old crabs, get a bit of bacon, dipping it in, pulling these crabs up.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect.
Well, today we've got the two students, got Nathan and Sarah today. So Sarah's doing a prep. She's done a prep. She started off. She looks under control, to be fair.
Well, they both set the bar really high than the earlier rounds, didn't they? You know, Nathan at Tapassia and Sarah at the Black Horse. You know, and her sea bass was really good.
Yeah.
It was very tasty.
Well, the cooking fish today, it's unusual. It's a restaurant dish here, and it's a warmed smoked trout with like a puree of local watercress, and then a croquette of mackerel and horseradish.
Right.
So there's quite a few elements they've got
there's
to
lots.
get together, and because the parfait that they've got to do is warm, so they've got to poach that, then put it onto the table, then make the puree last minute, then cut the croquette, and then add the mustard cress and season. So there's quite a few elements that they've got to do with this dish, actually, so their bar has been stepped, which it should be, because it is the semi-final, so we have to remember that as well.
And I'm really looking forward to this. I haven't eaten a lot of trout, so I'm really looking forward to it. And the fact of where we are, had they been doing anything other than fish, I'd have been a bit disappointed. But I think what I'm looking forward to as well is, where we are, as I said before, is quintessentially it's an English fishing town, isn't it? So I don't want anything particularly complicated. I just want good English fare, really. Beautifully cooked, nicely presented, but something that we can just dig into.
Absolutely.
And we know from the last rounds that both of these people have got the ability.
Yeah, completely.
Nathan with the curry in Tapasya got it. It wasn't quite as Tapasya serves it, but it was tasty. It was very good to look at. It was a good plate of food. And also that sea bass with Sarah, she got the crunchy skin, and it was, again, a really tasty dish.
Join us in part 2 to see how Sarah gets on.
My posset not to set. I think that's the most thing that I'm worried about. I've got it in as quick as I could, so it's just time.
Reality Bites, proudly sponsored by S. Clift Foods. Reality Bites, proudly sponsored by S. Clift Foods.
Welcome back to Reality Bites. At the Star Inn at the Harbour for the first semi-final of our cooking competition. Sarah is doing the restaurant warm sea trout mousse with a puree of Pickering watercress, smoked mackerel and horseradish croquette with mustard cress. And I'm just about to go in and let her know she only has 30 minutes left.
Okay, chef, how are we getting on?
Alright, I'm nearly ready to start cooking properly.
Nearly better start cooking. Good, because you're on your 30 minutes now, so you've got 30 minutes to start plating, yeah?
That's fine.
Okay, not too nervous still, are we?
Yeah.
No, good. You look in control, nice clean section, that's what we like. Alright, good luck anyway.
Chef Andrew Pern has popped by to see how things were going, so I took the opportunity to grab a quick chat with him.
Thank you for having us here at the Star.
Not a problem.
So beautiful. How long have you been open now?
It'll be a year at end of June, so
Right.
not even a year yet trading. So it's fantastic to come back to my hometown. I mean, it's
Yeah,
great.
because you're a local boy, aren't you?
Yeah, I was born in Whitby. My parents live just outside the town now.
Yeah.
So the farming community on the Esk Valley, so a great larder of produce, from the North Sea to the edge of the moors. It's a fantastic location for me.
Because I thought you've been really clever with the menu, what you've done here, where it says from the harbour, so literally, you've got this section, literally, you walk out
That is
here.
it, A1 location, isn't it?
A1 location.
And actually, the first boat that's in the harbour
Yeah.
is our lobster supplier as well. So we bought a licence, got a licence, so they can deliver. So he actually calls me from the trawler sometimes and says, what do you want today? So you couldn't get any fresher than that. I mean, it's fantastic. So, and if you can't do it here with the location of where we are, it's a poor job, really.
Yeah, it's a really poor job.
It's quite important to me to give a bit back to the college as well. Because they put me on the straight and narrow. They gave me a discipline of getting to college on time. They sent me off to France 5 times in the second year. A great sort of grounding, a great sort of...
Because you've got big links with Scarborough TEC, anyway.
Yeah, we've done a couple of dinners. We're doing one for the reopening again of the new site. And again, something I'm very proud of. And all I've got to do is ask, and we always turn up, I think they're a bit nervous about when we will turn up sometimes, because we're busy people, so there's a lot of things going on in our lives, all the time.
But that's where this programme's been really good for these young students, and this is across both sides, to actually go into industry, not have the repetition of, I'm going to do one section, and there's 3 of us on that, and it's not very reality.
No.
So they're getting dumped into a kitchen, they don't know where anything is, which is awkward for them anyway, and then produce...
But that's the big wide and wonderful, isn't it? That's how it is. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, really. It's a good start that they've actually put themselves forward for the competition. So to do it in an alien environment, with people like us sort of looking over the shoulders, They don't have to do it.
No, they don't. And, you know,
But
cameras in
already,
the face.
they're halfway there.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they're putting their head on the line a bit and saying, you know, if it doesn't go quite right, it's not the end of the world.
They just
You know,
got to brush
it's fine.
themselves off and go to
course they
again.
do.
That's what I said
Of course
to
they do.
Nobody's died. You know, it doesn't work out right. It's fine. It's
Yeah.
cooking. Cooking is
Yeah.
opinions. Everybody's opinion is very
Exactly.
different. And there's
Exactly.
no right or wrong about it.
No.
Okay, chef. So 10 minutes. Mousse has all been poached. Shallow fry the croquettes. So we seem to be
On time.
on time. Dessert already.
Yeah, it's set in, so
It's set in.
yeah.
What are
It's
you
nearly
doing
there.
again?
Lemon posset with poached rhubarb and mint sugar.
Mint sugar. Nice. Is this going to complement the fish dish for you well?
Yeah, it's quite a delicate flavour, and then you've got the tartness of the rhubarb.
Good. All right. Good luck. 10 minutes.
Thanks.
Okay, 2 minutes, chef. Time's up.
Look at this.
Oh, lovely. So what do you have?
We've got the smoked mackerel croquettes with the sea trout mousseline and the watercress puree, and then for dessert there's lemon posset with poached rhubarb and a mint sugar.
Do you feel this dish is going to complement the other dish well?
Yeah, I do, because you've got the tartness of the rhubarb, but also like the delicate flavour of the lemon.
Oh, lovely. How have you found the kitchen in there?
It was a really nice kitchen. I just didn't want to get in everyone's way because obviously it was in operation. So.
Well, you seem to have done very well by keeping out of everybody's way. It's terrific.
Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah, well
All
done.
right. Thank you.
Okay, gents, let's have a little look at these. Oh. Pretty.
Nice. Yeah, it's set nice, isn't it?
Very pretty.
Set well.
Great colour scheme.
So, should we dig into this, the restaurant's dish?
I see you pull it straight in front of you.
Well, I'm going to cut it up for you all because I'm being nice.
Equal portions, please.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah. There's this little bit for you.
Yeah.
So,
Now, I've never had smoked mackerel croquettes,
have you?
so I'm looking forward to this. Yeah.
Puree's not very puree. It's a bit. Do you know what she did it?
Thermal bits, I believe.
It's a smoked trout, yeah.
Trout mousse, yeah, again. Lemony background flavour, more seasoning.
It's not. It's lemon. It's sort of.
So you get
It's lime, I think. Yeah, a lot of lime. Yeah. A lot of lime.
yeah.
Puree is not pure enough for me.
No.
Could do a little bit of buttercream.
Yeah, there's nothing in it.
Break it down.
Croquette's nice.
It's nice, seasoned nicely.
Yeah.
You can taste the smoked mackerel.
If
Yeah, very much so.
She'd probably been
Presentation-wise.
better off just taking the ends off because she hasn't shallow fried them
Yeah.
anyway, has she?
No. Yeah, I think presentation-wise looks nice.
Presentation-wise, looks really
I
nice.
think
Yeah, it's a shame that you can see like the stuff
Yes.
puree. Can't
Yeah,
you? It's
yeah,
not,
yeah.
it just tastes a bit.
it does. Yeah, the making of it isn't great. To be honest, the puree is not very good.
Presentation's brilliant. Falls down a
Presentation,
bit
yeah.
on the
Yeah, but the mousse is not mousse.
That's not
too
mousse, is
bitty.
it? No.
No, it's too heavy, and there's not enough cream in it. And so I can taste the citrus.
See, I don't mind that. No, it's not. Oops, excuse me.
You'd expect to be like uber smooth, like.
Actually, possibly
but
really as well.
And I absolutely get that because that's obviously what it's meant to be, and it's a puree, so it should be like that. But actually, for me, I quite like that
Bit texture.
consistency, that texture. Yes, exactly. Nice and tasty, and a nice texture. Although I appreciate as far as technical.
There's a lot of
it's
elements
concerned.
that she's had to do. So
There is.
you know.
The croquettes are bang on.
Yeah.
The mousse isn't right. The puree should have been pasteurised sieve and more of a puree. Then texture is
Yeah.
pureed. She doesn't cook the water enough for me.
No, not at all.
And it's not seasoned enough either. But
Especially if you're starting a Thermomix as
no,
well.
Exactly,
so.
yeah.
I wasn't a fan of the smoked trout.
No, I don't think you're getting a lot of smoked trout through it.
No, too
No.
much citrus.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of just in there. It's overwhelmed it, isn't it?
Yeah.
But again,
And it's not
presentation-wise, it did look nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So,
Okay then. So this is nice to see.
it is pretty, simple, set
Sad.
nice. Yeah.
Nice and set.
Yeah. So
We've had a
like-
few issues with puddings
Yeah.
not being
Yeah,
set.
we have. Yeah.
We've had a few issues. So she's done rhubarb, and then did she say mint sugar? I think
Mint
she-
sugar and is it pistachio nuts?
Pistachios, yeah. So let's
Go on,
dig
dig
in.
in.
Again, presentation-wise, that's very
It looks
nice.
very pretty. I love the colour of the difference in colours, the contrast in colours.
That's nice. Before I even tasted it, it looks good, doesn't it?
Mm.
Yeah. Set nicely, nice
Yeah.
and plumb, bit of texture again.
Yeah. Nice balance of lemon, to be fair.
Very nice.
To be fair, some possets are like.
That's it wants to be punchy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And it wants to be citrusy.
That's really nice.
It's beautiful, yeah. Yeah, I couldn't do that better myself, to be honest. It's perfect.
Mint sugar.
What's the mint sugar? I've never had mint sugar
No.
before.
If you have all of it together.
Tasty. That's rhubarb cooked in it.
Oh,
Just cooked.
That's good.
Really sour.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Nicely poached to get a bit of contrast. The
Yeah,
sweet and
really
the sour
do.
between the rhubarb and the lemon posset. And the texture from the nuts, yeah, I mean, very good.
Yeah, I think
That's absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning.
Head and shoulders above the first course, to be honest.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, her execution just wasn't quite right in this, but
Yeah.
considering,
The idea was good.
I think the
Presentation was good.
Yeah.
That is presentation,
Yeah.
idea, and execution.
That's nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'd serve that tomorrow, today, in the restaurant.
Yeah, yeah.
Beautiful. Perfect.
Super.
Good job, though.
Well done, Sarah.
I think it went well. I wasn't stressed at all or anything. I wasn't running over time, so yeah, I think it went well. I actually only practiced the dish twice, but I didn't do its timing, so I think it was just good luck today. I prefer cooking against Anthony, obviously because I know the way he cooks, I know the way he thinks. Whereas, obviously, someone you don't know how good a cook they are or chef they are. So, I like the kitchen. The kitchen's really nice, and the restaurant's really nice as well. So, good venue.
We've just had Sarah just do her restaurant dish here, which was a smoked trout with mackerel and horseradish croquette. Did really well with it. Couple of issues with the puree and a couple of other bits, but I've got to say her lemon posset was balanced beautifully. Really nice. Tune in next week to see how Nathan gets on.
Someone has to go through to the next round.
What it is, though, is a one person going through to the final and one person isn't, and that's the job we've got to decide now.
Reality Bites, proudly sponsored by S. Clift Foods.